it's like, I didn't show you my body. It's not even showing you my body. Like, hello. Hello, everyone. Hello. Good morning. Doubtful. Good afternoon. Yes. I love you all. Welcome back to my show. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yes, I promised y'all I would come live today. I'm like, oh, let me go get the people what I said that I was gonna give them. Let me go get the people what the people wow. Yes. We will be live on coffee right after this. Ooh, baby, you want me? Me? Ooh, baby, you want me? Well, you can get this roast and gag for free. Well, you can get this roast and gag for free, bitch. So, yes, say less. So we will definitely be on coffee right after this. Right after this. Like, right after this. Girl. Yes. So y'all. Hello. I love you all. I love you all. Oh, look at y'all running up in here. How can I get on coffee first? You have to pay. Yeah. It's $40. Just kidding. Just kidding. $40. $40. You know. It's not $40. Mine is 36. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, my boo said take my money. Yes. You're right. That's my give me your coin ad. Yes, that's what I do. That's my mating call. Oh, it's my mating call. And I'm like, girl. Yes. What's my gay mating call? Yes. Yes. And this is my mating call for women when I'm on my DLs. You're welcome, men. Just do that. Don't be ugly doing this, okay? Because some of y'all, look, correct. Some of y'all be out here unattractive, thinking that what works for us, the people that are cute, you know, the people that are handsome and stuff, and oh my God, that are aesthetically pleasing. Okay, this is not for everyone. Nettered. Go like this. Nettered. Nettered. False. Go like this. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you guys. I'm gonna talk to you guys. Okay, I might as well be speaking another language. Okay, which it is. Okay, y'all can't speak acute. Y'all can't speak in cute. Mm-mm. Charles, you ain't never spoken handsome before in your life, and neither have you, Nettered. And neither have you, Bat, Alabama Bat. So yeah, we're gonna talk about Nettered. We're gonna talk about your. Oh, I forgot to put this back in. Might as well do it with you guys. Might as well do it with you guys. Yeah. So yes, I love you guys. So y'all, allegedly Tamar, out here spilling a little bit of tea because she pressed that Towanda. Towanda, look at here, little Bill. Look at here, little Bill. Towanda girl. Towanda girl. Oh, should we go to the shade room because we're on the shade room. Mm-hmm. Franklin. Hey, it's Franklin. Towanda, 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 Towanda. You know, this is sad because I really liked you, thief. I mean, Towanda girl. I had liked it at you. I had liked it at you. Girl, yes. Um, oh yeah, that versus did just happen. Y'all should. It's sad that y'all ain't attractive. This why ain't nobody watched. Look him up here on the stage wheezing. Ah! Look him up here on the stage wheezing. Look, look at him. No limit, soldier. I thought I told you. We no limit, we no limit, soldier. Up here wheezing. Look at Master Big. Look. What is that? A 4X? What is that? Oh, Master P, you used to have all this stomach. You know, you're supposed to be doing all that pregnant. Y'all letting Cardi B get y'all out y'all body. Because she on stage jumping up and down like she on a trampoline with a baby. Look at Master P. Look. We know limit. Soldiers. Hold on here. We know limit soldiers. Look. And then look. Toni man gross. Ugh. Gross. Look at Manny. Yes, look at Manny up there, been pregnant for the last 15 years. Look, y'all need to have these babies. Look, Toni done knocked Birdman up. Manny always gave turkey. He always gave jive turkey. That's just what that word. Look at them up here. Look. Son like my daddy. Son like my daddy. Son like my daddy. Where Lil Wayne at? You ain't bring out Weezy F, baby. Please say the baby. Have you all seen me on the block? I ain't trying to hunt. I'm blending with the hood. I'm a camouflage. Run away. Run away. Hello? Birdman. Police hit the light. Police hit the light. Winky said Manny looking like an elder stud. Manny up there looking like Jaguar Wright. Well, Manny is on this stage making a song, making the song crying. Manny up here on the stage giving Jaguar Wright. Look. Making a song, making the song crying. Not my son. Look at Jag. Well, get up booze without them. Hey. Ain't got no job, but she on YouTube. Can't pay her rent, cause all her money's spent. But she still psycho. La, la, la. Have you ever seen a schizo on a... Oh, sorry. I got carried away. Look at here, look. Look at Jacqueline Suzette right up here on this stage with Birdman. Ooh, girl. Yes. So Jay-Z, look at Jag. Gone girl. You got up there and made the song cry. You better right left in the hood up to do no good. My babies. Look, Jag is up here on this stage. I don't know what y'all about. Manny who? That is Jaguar Wright. Titties and all. Correct. Whatever. It's just how I feel. Yes, and then look. A corpse with a microphone. Girl, look at Snoop, y'all. Look. You better not move, fuck around, fall off that stage. You know you can't see. You always want to be walking around at night with sunglasses on. Like y'all ain't old. All you missing is a cane. Sir, are you blind? Because that's what you giving up there, Snoop. Snoop Wanda. What is it? Snoop Lion? What is it? Snoop Dragon? What's it go by now? Look at him. Ooh, they up here old as hell, Lord. It's a lot of wheezing going on. Everybody in this verse has got a sleep apnea machine. Ooh, girl. Look at Snoop, y'all. Look, he can't decide if he's homophobe or not. Look. Look at him, y'all. Y'all looking at the screen? Why is Snoop, why is your hairline by your cerebellum? Why does it start by the indublum oblongata instead of in the front? Snoop, let them braids go, girl. Snoop, you gonna be ugly either way. Either way, Snoop, with a fade. Look, up there, literally looking like a real dog. Look at him up there. Bow, wow, wow. Look at Snoop, y'all. Y'all looking at the screen. Look at him. Yes. Up there, 73. Yes, look at Snoop. Who else was here at this born shit? Cash Money with a million. Where is Lil Wayne? Graham? I want to have. I want to hear Wayne. Call me so I can make it juicy for you. Meet me in the bag. And you can be my secret lover. Girl. Yes. Where's Weezy? Where's the fireman? How you gonna do the verse without him? Toni Man? Nah. I want to hear hello. For a second you were here, now you were here. It's all another step. I want to hear that. Hello. I wanted to hear that. I like that. I wanted to hear that. My God. Why we get to hear that? If you don't see me on a block, I ain't trying to hide. Oh my word. Then look. Beat him down Fabulous up there. Is that Fabulous? Is that Fabulous? That's Fabulous? Oh girl, this is a mess. Oh, look at that's who's that? BG? What's his name? Who was that? It was that Juvenile. Oh, that was Chopper. Yeah, you know I don't know these people no more, girl. I'm young. I'm young. Yes, I'm young. I'm young. I'm young. I was a baby when a lot of these people came out. I'm young. So y'all can be coming for being young. So it's a problem to be young? Y'all got y'all nerve. I'm young. I don't know all these people. I know some of these words. I don't know all these people. I am young. Don't do that. Now, some of y'all was 22, 23 years old when some of these songs came out. Hello. I had just got walking down because I am young. Got y'all nerve. I'm about to, that's Chopper. Okay. That could be Chopper. I'm young. I'm not supposed to know all this. I don't got y'all nerve. Okay, now, the Mass Bean. Who was that? And who was that? Yeah, I don't know these people. I sleep with some of them though. I don't know, but I sleep with a few of them. Not that one. Him maybe. Master P is not squishing me. No, he is not. No, he is not going to hide and die on top of me. No, sorry. Oh, there go Juvenile. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There go Juvenile. Oh, there go Juvenile. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, we love us some Juvenile, girl. Yes. Gone Juvenile. Gone Juvenile. Yes. See, I twerk for Juvenile. Oh, yes. I twerk for him. Yes, he's straight. He's super straight. He get offended if you twerk as a male straight. I like him. Yes, gone Juvenile. Yes. Yeah, I thought in a circle for Juvenile. Yes. Yeah, Chopper could go sit his just got out of jail ass down some damn well. But yes. Chopper with the dookie peen. Please go sit down somewhere. Poop dangling off of you as we speak. Please go sit down somewhere in America. Oh, that's what that word. Ooh, look at Juvenile. Hey, Juvenile, yes. Hey, yes. Slow motion for me. Yeah, yes. Yeah, Danny Robertson. Oh my God, I love you, Danny. I don't see her. I love you, Danny Robertson. Oh my God, I love her. Y'all get over to Danny Robertson and subscribe to my girl, okay? Danny Montana. Y'all know that is bae. Y'all know I love me some Danny. That's my girl. Hi, Danny Robertson. I love you, babe. So, I'll stop my show for Danny. I'll stop my show for Down the Rabbit, King Pay. Those are my people. You understand me? I fucking love them. She did. Danny, girl. Danny, thank you for gifting 10 memberships, girl. Now I gotta come over there and buy some stuff for your people, girl. You know they're gonna judge me. They're like, Danny be over there looking out for Sean, buying memberships, and all that he don't even be buying shit. Danny, thanks for coming here making me look bad. Like a bad friend, girl. Now I'm about to come over there buying a whole bunch of shit. Now y'all know I love her. Did y'all say thank you to my girl, the Danny Robertson? Okay, you understand me? So my girl. Yes, yes, yes. I love her. I love her. Thank you so much, Danny. Oh, she's so sweet. Oh my God. Like, these others can never. And they mad. This is why they hate her. This is why they hate her. This is why this girl. This is why basements don't do well with people like Danny. Basement can't stand to see a Danny coming. Oh, girl, they can't. Yes, we love you, Danny girl. Danny Montana. That's my girl. She ain't to be with the and they mad. So y'all, did y'all see who was that sweating hard as hell? Who was that? Who was that? Look at what is going on over here. Hey, Juvenile. Hey, Juvenile. Yes, we can have a belly, all of that. Yes, Juvenile, we love it. Oh, you just so thuggish. Oh, who is that? Is he all right? My word, he's sweating harder than a motherfucker. Y'all not doing nothing. He's sweating like they just did a 26 count. Let me see. Girl. Did y'all watch the verses? Did y'all watch verses?
The Bluetooth device.
We was over here live. I had completely forgot. I'm like, verse window, why y'all trying to make a comeback? But this was Bird.
Changed the world, and we changed the
Bird
Cash money forever. You heard me?
Look at Jaguar.
What you gotta say? Tell them what you gotta say. Hey man, like I ain't gonna even lie, bro. Like when I met Blood, you know, I just was trying to do something different in the game. I started this young. I was a young man trying to get some money and not be in the streets. And I met BG, I met Wayne, I met Juvie, I met Turk. Shout out to Turk. You look, you ain't here, but f you. We gon' f you and we won't hit you. You heard me? I'm going screw. Hey, we gon' f with that. But there's another movie, but ain't no, you know, Cash Money. But one died, I ain't gonna say died, but we lost a lot of soldiers. But Cash Money ain't built on you leave, you can't, we gonna still multiply. Let's go. Cash Money ain't gonna never die. As long as I'm alive, hold on, Fresh, wait, Fresh. Long as I'm alive, Cash Money ain't gonna never die. Shout out to my NBA young boy, NBA rich gang. Who don't like it? We with all the bull. If you ain't with us, house, and we knew it was gonna change the world, and we changed.
Wasn't a Suge Knight? Birdman, shut your fat ass up. Now, Cash Money is deceased. Lil Wayne was Cash Money. Lil Wayne and Juvenile. You may have started off with BG, Weird Arse, and you know all of them. Yeah, we weren't tuning in for none of them. Let's just keep it real. We weren't tuning in for none of them. No, we want a Lil Wayne. We want a Juvenile. That's it. That's pretty much who everybody was checking for. We weren't checking for none of them other people. That's why they fell off so quickly. Immediately. When the stars left. Like, that's why Young Money will always be bigger than Cash Money. Like, girl, please. You destroyed that company. You set up. You destroyed a lot of those men's lives. That's why NBA Young Boy is in jail and scratching down there. And yeah, you weird. That's why his career weird. All the way, whatever. I'm moving right along. Correct, bling, bling. Like, yeah, we were never checking for y'all. Especially you, Birdman. We couldn't stand you. Ooh, now Sammy in jail. Charge what? I like the way you look at me. I like the time we spend, baby. I like what we have grown to be. I like it, girl. Don't you know I like it? Ooh, girl. Baby, baby. Baby, baby. Baby, baby. Baby, baby. Yes, that's Sammy. Y'all look. Look. Yes. Over there pinching them kids. Yes. Bang, bang. You know that I missed you. Yes. That's what he sings his churn now. But I can't right now, so I'ma pinch it through the phone. Pinch it through the phone. See you later on. I'ma pinch you through the phone. It says R&B singer arrested and charged with cruelty to children and battery. What is he over there pinching them churn underneath their arms and behind their knees? Sammy! What you over there pinching on them churn for? It said with to children and battery. Oh, that mugshot. Somebody that's on Instagram, he normally look like that. Oh Lord, look, it said cruelty to children, third degree witness misdemeanor. A battery, family violence, fugitive in state. His bond is $1,050. It says cash or property. Mm. You know, Sammy, I would probably sleep with you. Mm. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Mm. Yes. Y'all. What you out here doing to these churn? I can't beg you out doing something to churn. Sammy, how we gonna be together? If you put your, you could be with. Sammy, are you okay? What is going on, Lord? Wow. And it said that he was a fugitive. He in jail getting old quick. He ain't taking no time. 2-3 days. Look. Sammy, no. I like Sammy. That is unfortunate. Sammy, I don't know about us no more. Y'all be putting your hands on churn. I'd like to hear the story. I'd like to hear what happened. Mm. Look at pop quiz.
Look how he's sitting up. Look.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, Samad.
Look how you look at this.
Oh my God, my nipple out. Boy, you is too grown.
He said.
Look at him sitting up on his own. You too grown.
Oh my God. And look at his eyebrows. You be raising one eyebrow up. There you go. Feeling yourself.
Look how beautiful, like, handsome you is. You so T-man. What's the matter? You alright? I think he's teasing.
Yes, I told you.
He's teasing, right?
Mm-hmm. He going into 4 months, right?
No, he just walked into 3. He'll be 4 months on the 20th.
Of this month?
Wait a minute, so he 4 months. Wait a minute. $4 months. They can already do more than.
I stumbled on this.
They can already do more than him. Get out that baby mouth. It's not your nigga. So her baby 3 months and can already figure out this toy. And he too. And look at him. His legs just straighten. Like, he can't walk at all. Poor baby. So, Akbar, 3-month-old, is doing more than Krishan Jr., whom is a 2-year-old. Wow. Wow. There's a lot. Not to be like comparing people's kids, but crazy work. Junior needs someone to take better care of him. She's unfit, correct. Correct. Now, don't get it twisted. Akbar's unfit as well. See, she like this baby for right now. But you can tell that she can't stand this baby already. She don't want it already. Hold on. She don't want it. She unfit too. Just differently. She's just a different type of unfit. Because y'all looking at how cute the baby is, and the baby is super cute. He is so cute. Look at the caption. He is so cute. Look at the caption. At Nicki Minaj, come get your nephew. Already giving him away. She unfit too. That's why we call her Akbar Pop Quiz V. Pop Quiz, tell me where your baby fathers live. Like, ooh, girl, super unfit. I don't be lying. Unfit as hell. Look, all up in the caption. Just when y'all thought she was a good mother. Psych. Let me put up a video to show how cute he is. Nicki Minaj, come get him. And that's on Purr. Big Purr. Shout out Ratchet. Shout out to Ratchet TV up in the building. Y'all get over there and subscribe to my guy. Shout out to Ratchet TV. Y'all know we love Ratchet over here. She already trying to give him away. He ain't that cute. At Nicki Minaj, come get him. You know, he aging out. You know, I only keep him to there about 1 or 2. Correct. She added him instead of his daddy. That's weird. Add his dad. You know, the one, the one who relationship you jumped in. Correct. Yeah, you got to love a female that get with a nothing arse ninja. And then try to claim the nothing arse ninja against another female that said that that's her nothing arse ninja. And then the ninja be a nothing arse ninja to you and leave you for a whole other person. That's what you get. Imagine. Not everything is hating. If I'm dealing with somebody and then another person coming out the woodwork saying that they're dealing with that person too, I'm going to try to find out as much information on that as I can. Because sometimes people are around long before you. People done been dealing with people for years. And you just coming into the equation. You've been dealing with this person a year or so now. And now you feel like y'all, going against the stands of time time. When y'all together. Whole time he living a whole nother life. He has a whole nother situation going on, and it's been going on for years. And then when you find out about the person, whether they're married or not, you want to go against them. Like, that's stupid. You try to get as much information about this as you can, because then you can avoid a lot of things. Instead, you want to combat them. That's what Akbar did. She was combating other females coming forward saying that they was with him and that they was dealing with him. She thought she had something good. Put a ring on it, all of that. And now she's sitting over there a single mother for the, 15th time? She'd have been a single, unfit mother in every decade. Her teens. Hell, her adolescence. Her teens. Her 20s. Her 30s. And not her 40s. Ain't you tired of that? Ugh. I told you, Akbar Pop Quiz, B, God don't like ugly. You didn't do what you were supposed to do for your first kids. You admitted that, right? So why have more? You don't want to fix it. You just want a brand new one? I don't want to fix the relationship, the strained relationships that I have with my children. I'm going to just have some more and them up too. Keep bringing kids into these type of environments. And he is so cute. He's so cute. He's so adorable. OMG, he's so cute. But yeah, so y'all know I kind of stand her. So yeah, I just thought that was trash. Let's not have more kids. Let's try to deal with the ones we got and try to fix and bridge those relationships and have a healthier relationship with them, so that when you do have another child, that it's a blessed situation. Can't be blessed. You got all this unfinished business, girl. Please. God blesses people with a lot of things. If you ain't calling up and asking God for no baby, you getting pregnant ain't necessarily a blessing. Then now isn't. It's just happening. Now he may bless the pregnancy, bless them to be healthy, born and all that good stuff. But yeah, imagine not being married, having children out of wedlock, and talking about my baby was a blessing. From who? From who? Who? Because the devil blesses too. Sure does. And y'all be wondering why y'all kids be devils, literally. Like, I don't know, girl, he bad as hell. Out of wedlock? I'm 16 and pregnant? Uh-huh. You expected a good baby. You expected the wee baby to be a good baby. You sure? Okay. That's weird. So, yeah, here for I'm trying to bring up reports. How everybody coming through today? I'm popular. I am popular. Danny Robinson, Rico Reports, Ratchet TV. I am fucking popular, and don't y'all ever can forget it. Trying to act like I ain't that fucking girl. I am. Okay? Shout out to all my friends. God, I love y'all. So yeah, I just don't. But she out here, let's have more kids. Why? Goofy? Taking that baby through unnecessary stuff. Poor kid, la 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 la. Okay, Tamar. She was all at this versus Reverend Birdman and all of that. Y'all gotta cancel that. Tamar did not sleep with Tony's man. It was not Tamar, it was Towanda. It was Towanda. Towanda is a terrible person. Okay? Look, Towanda. Towanda Braxton. Y'all know we've been watching the Braxton. If you don't know, allegedly, Towanda stated that Tamar slept with one of Toni Braxton's men, right? And it's been like a buzz. Everybody's been talking about how long. I don't know. I want to play the clip, but it's WeTV, and they don't play about their content. They do not play about their shows and all of that stuff. So I'm really not trying to get a coverage straight. Hold on, let me see. Because not everybody watches the show. So it's like people know what we're talking about, but they don't like what we're talking about. Okay. So I'm just, to be safe, I'm just not going to play it so I don't have to edit the video. I wish I could play it for y'all. But, okay, Towanda came forward on the show and stated that Tamar had slept with one of Tony's men because Tamar had pretty much put Towanda in a corner. To give you a little backstory on that, Towanda has been stealing from everybody. Little Bill has been stealing from everybody. Hey, it's Franklin. has been stealing from everyone, even their own mother. She was stealing from Evelyn Braxton. Okay? Toni hired Towanda years back as her assistant, and she was stealing from Toni too. Okay? This is why that car almost took her to where Tracy at. That's why that car almost took her bald head ass where Tracy at. Okay? Towanda, put on a wig. Girl, it's too much, girl. No, she is era. We know in all them wigs that Tamar got, it ain't nothing under there. Crumbs. We know it ain't nothing but crumbs underneath all the Tamar wigs. Stress. Anxiety. Because Swan, that's where you keep all your money at. On top of your head, because as much hair on top of your head as as much money you got. So you were right here doing all of this stealing with no hair. Put on a wig doing all of this, girl. This is how they keep finding your bald head ass. You sitting over there giving bell die, bell die, bell die. Cold head looking like, bruh. The fall. The big fall. Grab. What's wrong with her? Broke? Girl? Little piece of alopecia? Little piece. Girl? Get on my goddamn nerve. Just running around. I said, Towanda, I know you was doing all that. Girl. Now, I knew you was a little piece of stealing. But I know you was doing all that. They can't leave their purse. That's why everybody will take their purse with them to the bathroom. This is why don't nobody leave their purse with when you at it. Girl, please. So, no, she ain't sick. All she got is kleptomania. I guess. Little piece of kleptomaniac. Cure, jail ass whooping. Them the cures. That's the medicine. Beat up or jailed. One or the other. Now her big head ass son got hit by this damn car. How? We don't know. She swear the woman came from the thing, from around the thing, and around the thing, and hit the thing, looked up over the thing, and turned around the thing, and then hit her. She done got hit by a whole car. Correct. Not a car accident. Her body, the car. That's the collision. Her literal body got hit by a car. Girl, that's what that word. Her literal body. That's why she over there all bent up and scrunched up in the corner. Well, no, who have a bachelorette party can't do nothing? Who have a bachelorette party can't do nothing? She had a whole bachelorette party like this in a cast. You could have stayed at home, rescheduled. So I guess she over there stealing. And then Tamar called her out about it, right? So they sitting at the table. Tamar was mad. She pulled out these papers because Ashley, which is their niece, went on to Tamar's podcast, and Tamar's podcast got shut down with a cease and desist because the family, now somebody in the family, because it was the family attorney for the Braxtons, reached out to her and said, like, look, we shutting all this down. Okay. Please hit the like. Over 400 people in the building. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please double tap that screen for your boy. So, Ashley, the niece, comes forward and states that Gabe, basically, because she didn't say the name, but she said a family member from how she explained it. It's Gabe, Trina's ex-husband who passed away from cancer. And he was like sexting her underage. You know, she was a teen girl, and this grown arse man was sexting with her, like sending her inappropriate sexual text messages. Um, Here's my thing. I think people are talking about the wrong thing when it comes to Trina. Okay. At the table, when the cease and desist conversation came up, because y'all know me, I'm like a low key a detective. Okay, just ain't never went to school, nor no academy for it. When they were talking about the cease and desist, Trina is the only one that didn't say nothing. Okay, she was very vague, and her expression just kind of just like trying to be shocked, like I couldn't do it. Blah, blah, blah. When why wouldn't she when it's about Gabe? Why would another family member prevent Ashley from going forward talking about what Gabe did to her or was trying to do to her? What would Toni gain from making Ashley be quiet? What would Towanda gain? Not even hair. What would Tamar gain from, and why would Tamar send her own self-assistant? This is stupid, right? Because it shut down her show. Um, Ashley Dad sent her one. Sent who one? Um, Tamar? Tamar? Is that what y'all saying? What's her father's name? Michael? Um, Ashley's. Yeah, no, he wasn't the only one. That's not why Tamar was sitting down. Tamar knew Ashley's father was doing that. It was another family member that was trying to shut it down. One of her sisters co signed. That's the tea Tamar was trying to get. That's why Tamar sat down at the table with her sisters and said that she knew Ashley's father didn't want her going forward speaking about that. She knew that. And I also think that Ashley's father wanted it to be silenced because he felt like Tamar was trying to, in some way, shape, or form, profit off of his daughter's pain. So there's many different reasons to why he probably wanted that, which makes complete sense. And no one would question that, not even Tamar, because it's his daughter. Just like if Tamar wanted something shut down that somebody was trying to interview her son about, that would make sense. It's like it's still her son, So if she don't want that talked about, if she don't want that discussed, I would understand. So a person really couldn't get mad at Tamar for shutting something down when it comes to her son, Logan. So it's the same thing here. Tamar's not mad at that. She's not mad at her brother. That's not who she's angry with. She's angry with one of her sisters for co-signing it. The only person that would have co-signed that be shut down was Trina. And not just because it's about Gabe. If you put the time frame together, Ashley said she was, 15, 16 when it happened. That's what I said, detective, me. 15, 16 when it happened. The Braxton started in 2011. So that means that Trina stayed with him after that was going on. So in 2011, when the show had aired, it had already happened between Ashley and Gabe. It didn't happen while they were on the show. It happened before. So that means Trina stayed with Gabe. Trina and Gabe were already having issues during the first season. Remember, Trina said that she had slobbed somebody else down? She had gave somebody headification. And I can pull up the clip. So her and Gabe were already having issues when it started. He was already cheating on her, all that stuff. Those were the problem going on between her and Gabe when the show started. So she already knew what he was capable of. She already knew what was going on, and she knew what she needed to know. She still chose to stay with Gabe. Why wouldn't Trina want the story shut down? Why wouldn't she? This is why Tamar sat down with her sisters. It's obvious that her brother sent a cease and desist. if we all know that her brother sent the cease and desist, why the is she sitting down with her sisters talking about it? She had two envelopes in her hand. So that means that she had cease and desist from two people. Not one, two. But the second person was more so anonymous. So that's why she sent out, it was one of you bitches. That's why she sent out, like, it's one of y'all. Which one of y'all tried to shut my business down? Which one of y'all? Why would she say something about her brother? Ashley is not one of the sisters' daughter. It's, I believe, the brother Michael, his daughter, not theirs. So they have no reason to send her a cease and desist like, I don't want that my daughter on your show. No. And again, if they were the parent of Ashley, Tamar really can be mad. She can be mad. So which one of the sisters would want this cease and desist delivered to Tamar to shut this down? Who would gain from that? I don't feel like Toni has a problem with her niece telling her story. I don't feel like Towanda has a problem with Ashley telling her story. Obviously, Tamar doesn't have a problem with it because Tamar was the one interviewing her about it. Who does that leave? Trina, who was married to the man that did this to Ashley. Trina. If you pay attention to the energy at that table, when Tamar brought that situation up and pulled out those two envelopes, Trina shuts down. Everybody else is reactive. Everybody else is ready to go. This is how the argument came between Towanda and Tamar. That's how it kicked off. Because nobody was copping to that. Nobody was copping to say, yeah, I sent the cease and desist. Toni says she didn't. And Towanda says she didn't. And Trina was kind of vague. Kind of just like, you could tell Trina really didn't want to talk about it. It was a sore subject. And on many levels. Gabe was the one that allegedly did this to Ashley. Gabe is not alive and here to speak for himself. And if you listen to Trina, when Trina came forward to speak on the situation about Ashley, that's one of her things, is that Gabe isn't here to speak for himself. It's not that Gabe isn't here to speak for himself, Trina. You knew what Gabe did to your niece and you still stay with him. I think she excused that since then nothing physical happened to Ashley, that it was more so just words and texts, that was forgivable. And she forgave Gabe for it. I think that's why it's hard for her to speak ill of him now, with him being deceased and just being like, oh yeah, da da da, he was wrong. I would have never stayed with him if I would have known that he was doing that to my niece or trying to get with my niece as a teenager. No, she can't say that because she knew. So she can't go live and be like, I had no idea. Yeah, you did. You knew. Everybody knew. It's just, once again, a elephant in the room with most families, to where you know it's something you need to discuss and you just don't. Doesn't mean that it didn't happen. So she can't negate that it didn't happen, because she would. She would be like, no, Ashley is not telling the truth. And that could have been her reason wanting to make sure that Tamar received that cease and desist on behalf of one of the sisters, which would have been Trina, because she didn't want Ashley coming forward making up things about Gabe, lying on Gabe. But no, she wasn't lying. Ashley's not lying, and Trina's not combating what Ashley's saying because she knows it to be true too. She just forgave Gabe for it, while he was alive. That's what I'm getting from it, is that she forgave him because they were working on their marriage, and whatnot. Even when the season started in 2011, they were working in the process of working on their marriage, Gabe and Trina. And she had gave a man, head education, yes. And yeah, she wanted to tell Gabe what happened. That was like the first season of the show. So, remember, Ashley said her aunt blamed her. Correct. Because Trina knew. Trina knew, and that is what strained Ashley and Trina's relationship, was Gabe. So again, why wouldn't Trina want to gag the show, gag Tamar, so that Tamar can't get this interview out? Because it's not going to show Trina in the best light. It's going to make people question her, and be like, girl, like, you did your own niece like that? Be like, I mean, we understand that you was in love with him and that y'all were married, but that's your niece. Like, damn, girl, you can have her back. Because she didn't. She didn't have it. She chose Gabe over her niece. And I don't think she wanted the world to know that. Why would she? It's not a good look at all. It looks bad. It sounds bad. It's just not good, right? So I believe Trina sent Tamar the cease and desist because she did not want the story out. I believe it was Trina and Ashley's father. Yes. But I think what pissed her off, I don't think Tamar was pissed at her brother. I don't think she was mad because, like, yeah, this is your daughter. I can't, tell you how to feel, when it comes to your own kid, right? Hi, Desiree. I can't tell you that. But Trina, like, oh, for real? Oh, for real? You really trying to shut down my business? I'm right there with Tamar. I agree with Tamar. I think that was messed up of Trina to do. And I do think Trina sent her a cease and desist as well. I do. I think it was Trina and her brother. She knew about the brother. She didn't know who the second party was because I think it was more so in an anonymous attempt, but through the family. So she knew it was a family member. She just didn't know exactly which one. Okay, and the lawyer can't just say if they're asking it to stay anonymous. Like, I believe it was Trina. Very so much. And I believe it shows a lot about Trina's character and what she would do for a man, allowing her niece to go through what she felt like she went through. And she's still with the man and put him up in a higher regard, knowing that he was a creep. So, dead or not, that's crazy. Crazy work, Trina. A little disappointed. That's why I said this season right here. This season right here hit different. And then you have Towanda. So even the dead knows that Towanda is a piece of work. So she been around here stealing from everybody. She going around here starting stuff, making up salacious rumors about her own sisters. Hold on, let's get into this. Yeah, hold on. Okay, right. So this was the first season. Let me pull this up. Okay, why is it not playing? Oh, sorry. Let's pull this up real quick. This is the first season of the Braxtons. That wasn't the right clip. This is.
Both of you?
And that was our first season. So the first season, it was already Charlotte Paradise. So Trina had already knew about what happened between Gabe and her niece. But we were thinking, because we didn't know anything about the situation with Ashley and Gabe, so a lot of us that was watching the show at the time was thinking that Gabe was cheating on Trina with other women. Because that's the reason why she did an oral transaction, heterification route with another person is because, and she was married, out there in a parking lot, bobbing for apples, sucking another, in another finger, another cucumber that didn't belong to Gabe because Gabe was cheating on her. That's why she was out there cheating because he was. See? So she knew what she needed to know. She knew what she needed to know. A shout out to Desiree. Thank you so much, babes, for the super sticker. She said, "You're my favorite." Oh, thank you so much. Mwah, you're so sweet. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So again, it's not. And then, like I said, even the dead know how Tawanda's giving it up. Now, Tamar called Towanda a low down dirty bee because some situations were being brought up at the table. One of the situations was, well, how do you know how certain information? We can get into that because we kind of just did. But Tamar asked the girls, like, do you even know where I live? And then Towanda was like, no. But Tamar was like, it's not like you come over pretty much, even if you did. But Tamar was like, well, I know where you live because I put the down payment down for your house. So then when she had said that, all of the women, the other women at the table, the sisters at the table are just kind of like, oh, what? Like Tamar didn't know. I mean, Toni didn't know that. And it seems as if Trina didn't know that Tamar had put the down payment down for Tawanda's house either. Now, this is confusing with Tamar having to put the down payment down on Tawanda's home because Tawanda's getting married, right? And if your man that you're about to marry and go across the threshold cannot afford to put you in a home, then you don't need to be getting married. You really don't. Y'all not clearly not ready because y'all too old for this shit. Now it's different in your 20s and your 30s doing that, then you're still getting things together. Okay, cool. But by 40, truly by 40 years old, if you don't have your life together, then you probably never will. Well, most people it's at 30. If you don't have it together by 30, being one that procrastinates a lot and whatnot, then you're probably just never going to get it together. It's you're probably always gonna be like this. And if you hit in 40, still trying to put things together and whatnot, then it's pretty much over for you because there's more of your life behind you than is in front of you. You know, this is the point of being young and whatnot to build for when you are older. You know, so that you have something planned for when you get there because everybody goes there. Just like we all come, we all go. So if Tamar has to put a down payment down. Thank you for hitting the like, everyone. 258 likes, over 500 in the building. Please keep double tapping that screen and hitting the like. I really appreciate it. So if Tamar has to put this down payment down and your husband to be can't do so, then y'all need to go back to the drawing board, right? Towanda, it's not our fault that you have trash for JJ. See, this is why I believe that you probably did sleep with Tony's ex. Okay? This is why I believe that. Because every other season, you falling in love and either breaking up or getting divorced. Towanda. Okay? Just like this ain't your first marriage, it won't be your first divorce. Right? Towanda keep expecting somebody to take care of her as the hard looking sister. As the hard looking Braxton, she think everything's supposed to be handed to her. Okay? Because Trina married well and Tamar married well. Toni, but has a thriving career. Then Tamar's career takes off. Trina becomes a business woman / entrepreneur. And then you got, oh, unfortunately, Tracy passes. Loved her. But Tracy married, family, all that, right? Married over 30 years, all that stuff, right? And then you have Little Bill. Then you have Hayes Franklin, okay? Just can't get right. Just can't get it together. Always choosing, because that's just what it gives. It's just like your coochie trash is what it's given to Wanda. And I'm not trying to talk underneath that moo over there. But I'm just saying. Everybody else got theirs together. You're the only one that don't. You keep expecting, and you also the only one that's stealing and all of that. So when Tamar called her out and about the stealing, because Tamar was like, "You've been stealing from me. You done stole from 2 of my credit cards." My girl, whole thief. After she had already stole from their mom, all of that. Tamar called her low down dirty because Towanda said, "You steal," and then Tamar said, "Steal." I'm like, stealing, but I steal. It's not Tamar. And then she was like, "Men, Toni, to be exact." And then Tamar asked her, "Who? Like who? What man? Who?" And then Towanda says a name. And then Tamar jumps up from the table and, Now, some people look at that as guilt. I don't. I look at it as audacity. When someone is projecting onto you and you just react instantly because it's like the audacity of you to say something like that to me, knowing that's what you did. That's what I got from it. Projection. And y'all know that Tamar's not my fave. She's not. But I'm not biased. I'm going to be unbiased. And being unbiased is like the audacity for somebody to say something to you that they've done. It is enough to make you jump off from the table. And I do feel like that was a secret that Tamar and Towanda was keeping from Toni. So it's the audacity, like Tamar had been keeping that secret for Towanda, is how I feel. And I feel that Towanda, and why I feel like it was a secret, because Tamar said that that same male told her that he slept with Towanda. So I believe that that's why Tamar came to Towanda. It was like, girl, why see what's the name? He said that you, girl, said that. So, girl, that was Tony, like for real. And I believe they kept it between each other as sisters. That's what sisters do. And then for this situation to come up, I feel that Tawan was really embarrassed by Tamar bringing up the stealing, because she had already got fired from Toni from stealing from Toni. She was Tony's assistant when the Braxtons first started. That was Tawan's job, being there for Toni, making sure Toni had everything she needed, on and so forth. Um, it's a bigger story to that. This is why I love Toni Braxton, because she is just so classy. Remember when Toni Braxton went through bankruptcies? She had to start over many times. She went through bankruptcy multiple times, filed different chapters and whatnot. Tawanda's part of the reason why. Mm-hmm. People were stealing from Toni. Towanda was one of those people. Fact. Toni's so classy that she left Towanda out of it. If you watch Toni's story that she had on LMN, it's like an autobiography of her. Um, yeah, part of the stealing was Towanda, and she left Towanda out of it. Mm-hmm. That's how much she loved her sister. I feel like Toni didn't want people to like go after her for it. I feel like her and Toni, talked about it, got over it. Toni forgave her, and I feel like even Toni gave her another shot, and she started stealing from Toni again. Because I was in the '90s when Toni really started going through all of that trouble with money, and then she started going through it again in the early 2000s. So yeah, and Towanda, not Tamar, not Trina, not Tracy, Towanda. Been stealing from her. Been stealing from Toni Braxton. Mm-hmm. Toni's very classy. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like, because I would put her on Front Street. So Tamar called her a low down dirty bee. And then now that this information has come out about Toni and Tamar and Towanda stating that about each other sleeping with Toni's man, the versus battle just happened. So of course everybody's playing close attention, and Toni couldn't make it to the versus battle, but guess who did?
You killed him, man. I was trying to go crazy.
No, the nigga, Tony, the nigga was the number one trending topic. I tried to tell him, I showed him. He don't know what that is. I'm like,
I don't know that.
bro, you the number one trending topic in the world. Come on, bitch, come on, Toni Braxton, bitch.
Okay, no, she's so good, man. Talk, TV, stop acting like you all that, baby. Because
Don't say that, because she is.
No, she is.
Look at that big old beautiful house. You done bought my sister.
She all that. You all that.
Look at that rich background on the background.
Yeah, she like that.
Okay,
You like that? About that.
Wait a minute, so Swiss had told him.
Swiss
he was
said,
like he was like outside of the United States.
that
Like,
you look good.
it was the biggest versus ever.
Oh, I would think so. Of course it was.
So happy for you. Love you so much.
Look at this.
Right, look at her.
Wow.
No, the Lord love you a lot.
Yeah, I know. So you give me that?
And then give me this.
You give me what I'm saying? Hey.
Give me some of that. Give me some of that.
TV, stop playing. You look too good. You gonna get somebody killed.
But she at home. Bro, you gotta chill. She at home.
She at home. That's a fact.
Who's sitting at home looking like Toni Braxton? But Toni Braxton, like, yeah.
So people were trying to put two and two together and be like, oh, it's Birdman. That's why yesterday we all saying, oh, is it Birdman? No, Toni is currently with him. So I don't believe, and I honestly don't think that Tamar would do that to Toni. I just don't. I don't. I just don't see her doing that. I don't. I feel like Tamar is a messed up person at times, but I don't think she's that type of person to where she would sleep with Toni's man. But when it comes to Towanda, whole nother story. And even like I said before, the dead. Okay, remember, Tamar called Towanda this last episode a low down, dirty. And Tracy herself will call Towanda a snake. You got Tamar saying that Towanda is a low down, dirty. So these things are playing back in my mind. Like as I'm like, wait a minute, because it's the other sisters say the same thing. Now Toni is the one that really don't speak ill like of her sister. She really. That's why I said this season is really like taking her out of her character. Because normally Toni's not like this. The energy she's having, jumping up from tables, telling people don't with me, all of that stuff. That's different. Like I ain't never seen Toni like that. I'm like, whoa. Toni ain't come to play. Toni that said all this. It's been years of this. I'm over it. Is what Toni is giving. And so, because it's different. Again, y'all know me. I love me some Toni Braxton. Oh, I love her. So I am inclined to believe that Towanda is the one that slept with Toni's man. Towanda gives that. Tracy didn't give that. Trina don't give that. They don't give that. What about Towanda? Towanda has been jealous of all of her sisters. I think Towanda has why me syndrome. Why do all my other sisters always land on their feet or find decent men, and whatnot, ones that's going to look after them, take care of them, whatnot? Like you just heard Tamar. Tamar said when Toni was on the phone with Birdman, look at that big, beautiful house my sister in that you just bought her. While Towanda, her sisters to put down payments and stuff down on houses for her. But their men are buying them homes. Tamar and Ben's, all the mansions and stuff that they done lived in, and all of that. Tamar still has a big, beautiful home that she owns, and whatnot. I believe Tamar owns a home in California and owns one in Georgia. And then you have Towanda that really just don't have nothing to show for nothing. So it does give that she has been jealous of her sisters. Towanda gives woe is me instead of being a baddie and living life. I feel that it was always like a pity party. I'm the dark sister, or all my sisters are the prettier than me, or people used to say I look like this, or people used to say I look like a man, and stuff like that. It's like, girl, don't nobody want to hear none of that. Girl, don't nobody want to hear none of that at all. If you don't have a talent, you just simply don't have a talent, and that's what where it's boiling down to. At the end of the day, Trina has always been an entrepreneur, business savvy, business oriented. She's always been that way. And then you have Tamar, who has always naturally wanted to sing, always wanted to really be an artist, take her craft seriously. Even Tracy took her craft seriously by making albums, going on tours, touring herself and whatnot. Towanda never put any energy towards anything. It's always woe is me, pity me. What do you mean? Trina did, Trina did what she had to do. She didn't want to sing like that. She didn't really care for it. She wanted to be a businesswoman. So she pursued that and was successful in it. Then you have Tamar, always wanted to sing, successful in it. Toni, always wanted to sing, successful in it. Tracy, married, living her life, but still wanted to sing, so she did that. She would go on tour. She would make albums. Towanda just sat around the leeching onto what her sisters have going on, working for Toni and stuff like that. You're just leeching at this point. Like, what do you want to do with your life? Go do it. Go pursue something. So then she wanted to be an actor, an actress. Towanda. It's hard to be an actress when you a fake ass bitch. And I don't mean any disrespect by that. You're fake. So it is hard to go and do something when you have to be real. Acting is real. Getting into a character and drawing the energy from the character and becoming said character is hard to do. Y'all know when people see like Urkel. And it's, when it's them like, oh my God, Urkel. Or they'll see Taraji P. Henson and be like, Yvette. Or that means that the person embodied the character. When When people see Tisha Campbell, they be like, Gina, she really embodied that role to be seen and called that instead of being called by your name, right? Tisha's name is Tisha, not Gina. It ain't never been Gina. But when people look at her, that's all they see. We see Gina. Because she ate that role. So Towanda don't give that. Towanda don't give actress. It's hard to be an actor when you are fake. You have to be real in order to act. That's the only way to truly embody a character is by leaving yourself, leaving how you would feel about something, and letting the character go through it. So if you're playing a character of somebody that is letting somebody beat them up and you're not that type of person, you don't get to invoke that in the character because that's not who the character is. The character is a punk. The character is scary. So you have to be those things. You don't get to be like, they running up on you and you putting your dukes. That's not the character. The character is, oh, I'll stop. That's the character. So you have to be it. You have to embody that. You have to take your feelings completely out of it because you are no longer you while you are in character. You got to leave Sean Davyway in the dressing room and you got to be this character Arthur now. This is who you are. Okay? Until you go back in that trailer, you're Arthur. Out here, no Sean. You know, the person that's laugh-go-lucky, funny, fun. Close that off. You have to be serious. It's why a lot of comedians can't play serious roles, or why people don't like to see comedians in serious roles. Because when they see them, they think funny. They think they're about to make them laugh. You know, and all of that, you know. So, like, if I was going to be in a movie right now, you would expect my character to be funny, to have something, be sassy, something. You know, but you're not going to expect like a drill sergeant, lieutenant, homophobe type of like me embodying a role like that. It's gonna be like, whoa, that's really me stepping outside of my character and who I am. Because I'm about to say and do a lot of things that I don't believe in. And people have to do that every day. There's people that have to play roles of racist and things like that. And that's just truly not who they are, but they have to embody it within this moment in time. Leonardo DiCaprio, when he had to do the movie Django with Jamie Foxx, like it took a while for him to actually say the N-word. Like he just didn't want to do it. You know, but you can't think about Leonardo. Yeah, Leonardo wouldn't say these things, but the character is. So you have to adapt. And, you know, so it took him a few tries, you know, before he finally, because he just was not comfortable saying it. But it's your job. This is the script. So you have to say this. And there's plenty of people that don't want to be called that, even acting. Like they don't want to be called that at all whatsoever. So it is a very nerve-wracking feeling because you don't want to offend and you don't want to be too convincing to where a person be like, damn, because some people play racist roles or gay roles and stuff like that, and they become pegged. Those people pin them as what they saw. If you're a villain, you're always a villain. People hate Drew Sidora to this day, including me, about playing on the show The Game and breaking up Derwin and Melanie. I still hate her. And she didn't do nothing wrong. She didn't do anything. She just showed up and did her job, and we hate her for it. Okay? Because the audacity, Drew, for you to come through and sleep with Derwin, knowing what him and Melanie was going through him in med school, knowing that girl had just got the audacity of you. And so, Lord, I'm sorry, Drew. I'm just upset. Okay? We hate Janae too. All right? It just is what it is. Oh, well, JB. Nah. Y'all know I love me some Melanie and Derwin. I loved it at the time. Okay? And Drew came in and just did everything. Girl. Then she gonna try to try Melanie. Melanie was like, damn, I am another black woman. And then Drew gonna say, barely. I said, you gonna our dude and try to shade us? I was so proud of Melanie. I wanted Melanie to hit her so bad. I was so proud of her. Melanie was like, you're what? Then she was like, keep him. I said, ooh. Yes, Tia. Yes, girl. But we're taking it back though, right? Because he didn't mean it. He really didn't mean it. So I was so rooting for them. Loved that. that show. Okay. Until they left. The show went to hell. It went to hell. I love Tasha Mag, Malik. Y'all just wasn't doing it for me. Y'all was missing Melanie. Melanie was a missing piece, girl. Even bringing Kelly back into just being Kelly and Tasha, it just we needed Melanie. We needed her. We needed her just destroy everything. I was so mad. I was like, I was so sad when they left the show. Cause yeah, The Game. That's the show. It's called The Game. But yeah, it was the best. Tia and Pooch were there. They were amazing. And then yeah, they left and the show kind of just what the hell. It's kind of like Girlfriends. When Toni left, the show went to hell. It left. When Toni left, I loved the show while Toni was there. Toni brought the drama, and it was the same thing with Melanie. Melanie brought the drama. She always had something going on. Like, it was just like, girl. So that's why I loved her. She always came and complicated the show. And we needed that. We needed a protagonist. We needed somebody to shake things up. And Melanie always did. There was always something going on with her. And we loved it. We loved her problems. She had rich girl problems, valley girl problems, girl. We loved it, And it was the same thing with Toni. When Toni left the show Girlfriends, the show went to hell. Fact. And people wonder why you watch certain seasons of Girlfriends and you love it, and then it gets to a point in the seasons where it's kind of getting repetitive, or like boring. Like with Joan having the J spot and all of that. We were missing Toni. Toni was very essential. She want every character. If any of the women would have left, the show would have went to hell. It wasn't just a Toni thing. If Lynn would have left, the show would have went to hell. If Maya would have left, the show would have went to hell. Like they're needed. We need all four people. Like the women as a collective made the show. Their personalities bouncing off of each other, is really what the people liked. And Toni was full of drama. It was always something going on with Toni. If it wasn't Greg, then it was the doctor. If it wasn't the doctor, then she wasn't never happy. Always reaching for striving for something else. We loved Toni. We needed her. Let's get into this X real quick before we move on to Netta. So y'all, who do y'all think the X is of Toni's that Towanda is alleging that Tamar slept with? And Tamar is alleging that Towanda slept with. Who do y'all think it is? Sean, I thought Toni got fired. No, Toni moved on to other projects. There was no beef or anything like that. Toni just wanted to work elsewhere and make more money. And she left the show once her contract was up. But there was no beef. There was no beef. And the beautiful thing about Girlfriends is Kelsey Grammer was the producer. That's huge. That was huge. Okay, y'all saying Carrie. It's Brian somebody. What the girl? It's Brian somebody. Shamar Moore. The ex-husband. Okay. Hold on once again. Hold on. I want to get into y'all guesses again. So I'm being nosy. Okay, so who do y'all think it is? Y'all saying Kelsey, the producer, Carrie, LA brother. Ooh, y'all guesses is crazy. Toni, girl, you done got around, girl. Y'all done got, she done got around, girl. Y'all know she dated Eddie Murphy. Did y'all know that? Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Y'all know Toni dated Eddie? In 2012? The show came out in 2011. Yeah, she dated Eddie Murphy. What was that? In 2012, Toni Braxton and Eddie Murphy were rumored to be dating. He had clarified the relationship during an interview with Access Hollywood, claiming they were just friends. Don't they always say that? Didn't Herm Birdman say the same thing? that they were just friends. Although they were spotted having romantic dinners, coming from galas, and whatnot together. That's what people do that are dating. So that was just a nice way of Eddie saying that she's not like my girl, but I am smashing. Like we're dating, we're messing around, but it's nothing serious. Like we're not like about to get engaged, or anything like that. Two adults having fun. But they were dating 2012, you know that? Hmm. So I see a lot of people saying Carrie Lewis in the chat. People are saying that she slept with. And then y'all said the producer. Um, she also dated Jason Kidd from the Mavericks. She dated him. Toni did. They dated for a little bit. Shamar Moore, of course, y'all know about Shamar Moore. The producer Brian Reed. Is that who y'all talking about? She also dated Frankie Beverly. She dated Frankie Beverly. Mhm. Yeah, she did. She dated Frankie. She did. She dated Frankie Beverly. Yes, correct. Before I let go. Correct. Yeah, they did it. I'm gonna tell you who I think it is. I think it's one of two people, and based off of Tawanda's mouth before they bleeped her mouth, because y'all know I'm surgical with the shit. Okay, I'm a detective. I'm a detective, low key. I think it's where is he? I think it's either Curtis Martin or Jim Jackson. Hmm. Toni Braxton and Curtis Martin dated in the late 1990s. They broke up the following her bankruptcy, though that was not the reason they split. Quote, I was finding it tougher and tougher to understand some of his new restrictions on physical touch. Yes, we agreed to save the ultimate act from marriage, but then he started saying things like, we shouldn't touch each other below the neck. Braxton wrote in her 2011 book, Unbreak My Heart. Curtis Martin was a football player. A football player. Tawanda's mouth said a C name. I believe she said Curtis. She said Curtis, and the reason why I say Jim is because it's not Carrie. I don't think it's Carrie. Mm-mm. And a lot of people are saying, oh, Carrie, Carrie, Carrie. No, I don't think it's Carrie. The reason I don't think it's Carrie is because I feel like Towanda would have said husband. She didn't say husband, she said boyfriend. Toni married Carrie. They got divorced in what, 2017, 2018? Hold on, I'll pull up a picture of Curtis. What is happening? There we go. Okay, this is Curtis. He's a nice looking guy. This is Curtis. Correct. Yeah. So I believe it's Curtis. Yes. He and Toni dated, and Toni also admitted to dating him in her memoir. So that's why I'm thinking, I'm like, okay. And from what I gathered, she said Curtis. I thought at first she said Carrie. She didn't say Carrie. She said Curtis. That's who I believe Towanda said. Curtis. not Carrie. Mm-mm. And she married him. Now I can see Towanda saying like you're your baby daddy, or slept with your husband, your ex-husband, or slept with somebody you were married to. That would have been Carrie. That's way too close to home. So and I don't feel like Carrie would do that to, because they still have a lot of love for each other. Like they still, took them a while to get there, but they got there. You know, and they were together a long time. So 2018 is not crazy long ago. So that's when they got divorced. So I never thought it was Carrie. Now, if she would have said Carrie, yeah, I believe that's why they bleeped Curtis's name. If it was Carrie, I don't think they would have bleeped it. I think they would have let her say it. Hmm. I think they would have let Towanda say it without bleeping it out. I think that's why Tamar got up and threw that glass at her, basically. Slapped that glass at her like, don't play with me. You did. He told me that he did. So I believe it's Curtis Martin. I believe that Towanda slept with Curtis. Now we'll see. As more details come forward. But it's not Carrie. That would be all over the place if it was Carrie. The story would have been blew up. But remember, this is previously recorded. The Braxtons. It's not, this just didn't happen last week. Like this didn't just happen. This is new to us, old to them. Like they, knew all that and what that were, you know. And it's definitely not Birdman, because that's somebody that Toni is currently with right now, married to, currently with now. It was definitely someone of the past. And it wasn't recent. This is why I believe that it was Curtis, because Toni dated him in the late 1990s. Yeah. So I believe it was Curtis. Yeah. Not Shamar. Shamar would, no. Not at all. Yeah. So, and let's get into that too about Shamar. When did because she dated him in the 70s too. Because they were so cute in that music video back in the day. Um, Toni's always been just so beautiful. Toni and Shamar Moore dated in the mid 1990s after appearing in her music video "How Many Ways." Oh, I love that song. Moore says she called my agent when she was shooting a video in Miami, and it just went from there. I was like the little kid who found a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It was a wild ride with Toni. She would never sing for me though. That always bothered me. So they did date around the same time. So I could see why one would say, would think it was Shamar, but her lips didn't say Shamar. Her lips said a C word. Now I can see people saying Carrie because Curtis Carrie, so I could see people like, no, she said Carrie, and I could see people like, no, she said Curtis. Because, but it was definitely a C name. It definitely was, from what I gathered. I started with a C. So, oh girl, we will keep our eye on that story. Okay, we absolutely will. Shout out to the Braxtons. We love the Braxtons. Now let's get into Nettard. Girl. Nettard is online. Ugly. Let me set this off real quick. Okay, so let's get into Nettard. So RELLY B and Nettard have been over on TikTok, and we just did a few videos. I just updated you all on Nettard and
power on.
RELLY.
The Bluetooth device is ready to.
Well, then hurry up.
The Bluetooth device is
Do not say
connected
nothing else
successfully
for the rest of the evening. So, Nettard and RELLY B, which is where the money resides, that male, and he was also on the Bad Boys Club and other stuff like that. So they were doing TikTok battles and featuring each other being partners on TikTok. And as of recently, RELLY B had got some information from a family member, which was his sister, and his sister let him know who he was dealing with, working with Joseph, okay? His sister was not very happy that, oh, let me pull this, I'm sorry, that Relly B was online with someone that has said the comments that they have said about black women, black men, and black children. Okay. The most disparaging comment that he said that I guess his sister didn't like was what Netta said about children. So we're gonna get into that. Netta clarifies what he meant by what he has said and that. And their relationship dissolves right in front of us. So I'm gonna play y'all some clips. We're gonna listen to those, and I'm gonna give my commentary where I deem fit. And until further notice, we steady growing.
I'm just trying to find my way. Everybody got something to say, or some type of game to play. I wish that they would come my way, 'cause I just wanna get to the money.
Yes.
But they worrying about me, yeah. I can tell they want me to stall it.
Yes.
The money is the one
Who's calling?
Money is the one
Who's calling?
Money is the one who's calling.
No. Calling. Calling. Lord, listen to me, Bat.
Is the one who's calling.
Who's calling? Who's calling? We need to have the second go. We need to have the I'm gonna go. The second one. That one.
Who's calling?
Who's calling? Who's calling? Calling. Bitch!
I don't care what they say about me, 'cause I'm gonna be still me.
All I got is talk in me. Yes.
And we are gonna still
Succeed. Succeed. Yeah, the second yeah. Yeah.
And I can see you talking and laughing.
Is
me and Charles is steady going
like a worm.
I don't care what they be
saying. Yes, hey, Green Eyes, thank you for the super sticker.
And I know it's okay because they watching me glowing
like a worm.
I know it.
Yes.
Y'all hate it, but we're still steady growing. We're steady growing.
Watch your hips. Watch your hips. We steady growing. We steady growing. They like to talk about but don't know much. Talk about it as such and such. It's okay, 'cause now I got a bag. Yes.
These folks can let go of my past. 'Cause the old me, the new me, and you know it's gonna last because
yes.
I got Netta and
G.O.D.
'Cause the old me, the new me, and you know it's gonna last because I got Netta and G.O.D. And I can see you talking and laughing.
Yes.
Me and Charles is steady going
like a worm.
I don't care what they be saying, but they say that my feeling is showing. And I know it's okay because they watching me glowing
like a worm.
I know it.
It's showing.
Y'all hate it, but we still steady growing. We steady growing.
Watch your hips. Watch your hips. Yeah. We steady growing. Case. What's this? Oh, this is my girl too. Yes, hair flip, y'all. This swamp bat is over here swamp batting. Correct. That is what's happening. Shout out to Queen T. I love you. Thank you so much for the super secret, sweetheart. Shout out to Peace. That's yours. Thank you so much for the super secret, sweetheart. Shout out to Green Eyes for the few super secrets you said. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I love y'all. I love y'all. Netta is over here ugly while lying. Okay. Now this wombat done told people that he wished that their kids passed away. Okay. Now Relly B trying to sit over here and act like he ain't know none of that. Although we said in our surviving, you're lying, you definitely knew stuff. So he admits that he did know certain things. And like I said, that just means you didn't care. So you didn't care how he treated black women and what he said about black kids. And like, you didn't care about that kid. You just was using them. You know, so that don't make you no better. It really don't. But y'all, let's get into it. Okay, let's pull this up. Now they done got into it. Okay. So Relly B decides to call Netta because Relly B, to me, it was messed up in how he did do it. Okay, now y'all know I'm not a fan of Netta. I'm very so much unbiased, and Netta is very so much ugly. But there is a way of going about things. There really is. And Relly B went on live and told everybody on live that he wasn't going to be working with Netta anymore, and that he wasn't going to be featuring Netta in any more of his battles that he does on TikTok.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Oh my word. So he said that that was my train of thought. Good. Yeah, so he said that with Netta. Sorry, that's not that long. Okay. He went online and told everybody that he wasn't going to be doing the battles, and when I was Netta anymore. And to me, that is wrong. I feel that is a conversation that he could have had with Netta off camera, behind the scenes, could have gave Netta a phone
call. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
And just simply told Netta that. And then if he was going to go live and say something, it is what it is. But he did not do that prior. No, he did not. Okay? And Netta was feeling some type of way. So Relly B decides to go live and call Netta about what he has said on live. And it went a little something like this. Oh, girl. I will fill y'all in more on this stupid shit as it goes. But okay, which one?
These people that say that y'all let them. She gonna say she done with all that, and now I was like, okay, now. She gonna say she done with all that. This and the fourth. I just seen the post. You was just talking this morning.
This is Relly B.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
You say you done with that? I just seen the post this morning. But nevertheless, I don't know what low-end figures and all that you have in your head, but I know one time.
This one keeps skipping. I'm gonna go to this one. This one's better. Sorry.
These people that say that y'all let these people say this. I didn't get on Facebook and say on TikTok and say nothing about you, negative or nothing about the family. I don't care about it. Right. I don't care about it. Well, see, the thing is, the main issue. I feel that way about you battling with me, like I told you from the beginning. That's not a big factor, and you have not been the reason that I made a big bag on TikTok. I have made big money on TikTok besides being a battle, because I'm a content creator.
You know, it is hilarious how this bullfrog, girl, how this blind bat is always so defensive about something. So he's telling Relly, because Relly goes around, he does say certain things like, you know, Netta done made the most money that she done ever made, on TikTok since he started doing battles with me, you know, blah, blah, blah. So Netta says to him, like, yeah, basically, you can stop going around, fucker, telling people that I made the biggest bag off you. I done made way bigger bags and you ain't have nothing to do with it. Like you were nowhere to be seen, you were nowhere to be found. So Netter is very so much defensive about that. Netter don't like that at all. And as you can hear, Netter says that. Like
these people that say that, y'all let these people say this. I didn't get on Facebook and say on TikTok and say nothing about you, negative or nothing about the family. I don't care about it.
Right.
I don't care about it.
Well, see, the thing is, the main issue.
Feel that way about you been battling with me, like I told you from the beginning. That's not a big factor, and you have not been the reason that I made a big bag on TikTok. I have made big money on TikTok besides being a battle, because I'm a content creator. So you can stop saying that too, because that's not true.
So yeah, battling makes you a lot of money.
But not on TikTok. I make money on TikTok already. I don't have to, like I told you and the other people on social media.
Well, Miss Netta, you made about $800 a day almost on TikTok battling, so.
If you get on there consistent, I don't be on TikTok consistent battling like that.
Well, you have made $800 a day.
I have, yeah.
On battling.
It's nothing to me. But it's nothing to me because I get paid through TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all the social media. So it's not a big deal to me. That's why I could say I don't have to do this battle.
Right, we all do though. You know, I make that too.
So yeah, Netta said, look at here, Relly B, motherfucker. I make big bags, and the bags that I do make, you're not involved in. Yeah, I made a few dollars with you, doing battles and whatnot, but I make money already. I make bags on TikTok. I make bags on Instagram. I make bags on YouTube. Like, are you okay? Like, and you can stop going around saying that. You can stop going around. I'm like, ooh, look at Netta. I said, ooh, really? Let me find out Netta just checked you. Let me find out if that bat just checked you. Because he would have been every type of swamp possums and lake rats and alley bats and all that. No, Grit's face didn't. Okay. Or how I would have ran him down. I would have. He think Dr. Jing Jing being there digging in that skin. I would have dug in that skin. Okay? Now that's just what that word. That's just what that word. But yeah, he told Relly B, like, yeah, you can stop going around saying that. Yeah, I make bags and before you. Yeah, been making them. I make money off TikTok. And stuff like that. I don't even know why you be online telling people that you've been making big bags and stuff off of me, because I have a TikTok and I have a tick, and I get the tick from them, and I also get the tick from Facebook. So I really don't know. I really don't know why you be on there talking and telling the people that you know that you been making me money and all that stuff, because I made money long before I had met you and long before I had known you, because I make money off TikTok and I make money off Facebook. Ain't mad. So that's just what that word. Keep going. What happened, Ray?
I said, if I keep saying you said all the stuff about me, I've never said anything about you was as negative or positive. So
no, my thing is, the thing is, like I told you, well, like I said on TikTok, because that's why I brought it up. Most of the people.
You didn't say that to me. You
right. I didn't. Well, the thing is, I know I really didn't. We could have just stopped battling. But the thing is, my main issue was my sister sent it to me, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. But once I went through my DMs and saw everybody all in my face about you, this and forth,
Really, B, that's very fake. It's annoying. Like, it's annoying. So Relly B is saying that he had no idea of all of Netta's antics and whatnot prior to his sister coming to tell him, although many people in the chat was trying to tell him, many people were DMing him, trying to tell him, but he didn't see nothing until after his sister. He was like this, and his sister went like this. So he couldn't see nothing before his sister. And then his sister came in. Then all of a sudden, the floodgate just opened up. Now all of a sudden, he sees these DMs. Now all of a sudden, he sees all these other videos that people are talking about. Now all of a sudden, he sees what people in the chat are saying. When he was blocking people in the chat that were just strictly trying to tell him the truth about who Netta was and what Netta has going on. And the disrespectful things that Netta done and why people don't with Netta. Like, this is why. This is what that word. So, like I said before, if you're going to do battles and stuff with people, you should do research. Like, you don't have to research their entire life and background checks, something like that. No, it's not that deep. But you should go see what their content is. Like if they've been interviewed, if they've talked to celebrities, if they're related to a celebrity, if they, you just never know. And those can be really good talking points when you're doing battles and stuff like that. Then how you gonna gag and key if you don't have information on the person too? Sometimes you can't go off of what a person looks like. Like me. It's not. You're not really gonna like bag me, and I'm a girl because I'm a very badass bitch. But some people like Netta with the chocolate chip face, with the Star Crunch face. It's a little different when you're facially challenged, like Netta. Okay, when you look like a bat upside down, even when you right side up, it hit a little different. Okay, somebody upside down with their arms crossed, telling you, Don't be talking about me," because I'm really talking about me because a lot of bitches don't hear it's ugly. I can say a lot about a black women. So yeah, I'm not getting that. Okay, my eye looking over to the left. Okay. All right, guys. I'm not looking at you and what's going on in Sicily at the same time. So yeah, and I'm a girl. So yeah, that's just what that word. Okay, me and these headphones is not the same color. We absolutely are not. Okay, Netta is coming outside ugly and giving 1:02 a.m. dark booch. That is just what that word, black, crunchy, and ugly. Is just what that word is. It just Alabama bat ugly. Okay, bat out of straight out of Alabama, girl. One of them Bama bats is what that word. So yeah, not everybody's giving Bama bat. So yeah, so it will make sense for you to go do your research to go clock that T so that you can go like this. How you gonna do this? You don't know shit. What are we doing this for? Stop it, queer. So I'm your hair flip. So I just found that really confusing. So it's like, please stop saying that because it's annoying. See, Rel, what you are trying to do is remove responsibility because you are losing people. There are people that aren't with you no more. People that will gift you and not gifting you no more because of who you associating with. So this is the true, drawing the line in the sand and telling him to go on that side and you gonna stay on this side. That's the real issue here. Because who cares if you're making coin? Because ain't that why you started in the first place? Talking to Nerd and working with a Nerd? Because you knew what you needed to know. You did. So it's just mighty convenient you do all this battling with Nerd, secure a bag, so because you pay rent next month, Nerd? Because that's something I wouldn't agree with. Mm-mm, not at all. See, what's annoying with people like Rel, and I do like Relly, what I don't like about Rel is Rel acts as if people have to gift him when he's on TikTok. If you appreciated the gifts, you wouldn't be calling people broke. You wouldn't only acknowledge people unless they're sending you money. And the people that aren't sending you money, when you acknowledge them, you want to call them broke. As if you have to pay you to talk to you. What service is Rel providing for people to have to pay him to talk to him? It's some fine arse ninjas on TikTok. I mean, fine. Rel is not one of them. Rel is cute. Rel is handsome. He's a handsome guy. But there's a totem pole over there on TikTok. He's not on that list. I've seen the list. Hi, Monique. Hi, Boo. I love you too. Yeah, he's not on that list. Now, there's people on TikTok that get money just because they're attractive. You know, Rel, not one of those people. I think Rel gets money because people like him. Some people think he a key. End story. Mm-hmm. So, what actual service is Rel providing to make a person want to gift him at all? Playing music? Anybody can do that. Anybody can wobble their booty in a circle because I mean that ain't like giving like choreo, nothing like that, nothing that's strategic. Um, 8 counts or nothing like that. It's just randomly a random twerk here and there. It's like I guess. So what are you doing to where people should be coming in instantly just buying and giving you things? Because you said where the money reside. I'm confused. Because he has more attitude than anything. It's like you're just sitting over there being a bitch. Like, if I'm gonna keep it real, it's like 80% of the time, you're over there being mean. Like, you're really mean to your chat unless they're giving money. Um, what would make me? Because that's how I look at it. Like, if you're a cool content creator and this is what you're doing, like you're over here battling stuff like that, cool. I don't mind buying things to support you, and whatnot. But you can't be calling people broke, begging. That's weird. So if I'm sitting over here whether I'm battling or whether I'm just asking y'all for money in general, I'm not gonna be calling y'all broke. So if I was over here like, I need money, can y'all send me a cash app? I got this going on, or a PayPal or something, I got this going on or that going on, and whatnot. If somebody in the chat come and be like, oh, why are you over here asking for money? Or somebody come and be like, don't you get paid off YouTube? That don't give me the right to be like, shut your ass up. If you ain't sending me no money, you are what? Because that's not gonna make other people want to support. So if I'm new and I'm newly watching and I haven't sent you any money yet, and you cussing out somebody because I asked a question and they ain't sent you, why would I want to send you somebody? Well, let me send this person some money because they just cussed out somebody else and called them broke because they spoke, and since they didn't send money while speaking, that look and sound crazy. So that's why I said, how is he over here trying to teach Joe and learn Joe about etiquette when yours is just as bad? Yours is really no better. You're just not as dumb as Joseph. That's all. Joseph is an idiot, an entitled idiot. Is what Joseph is. You don't get idiot, but you do get repetitive. You do give the same thing over and over. I just think that's weird. If I was on TikTok, I'm gonna let everybody talk, and you do not have to send me money in order to speak. You will not be a broke because you have a question or you're saying something that may not be in favor of how I think or would agree. If you come in, it's like, I don't like your shirt. That's not a reason for me to cuss you out and call you broke and tell you to like jump off bridges and stuff like that. Like, that's weird. It's like, it don't give me the right to cuss you out because you're saying something that's not in favor. So what? Okay, I don't like your hat. So people come on my chat say stupid all the time and they get ignored. They've been doing it today. How many responses have they gotten? Zero. I could easily be like, oh, you broke. I have plenty of people send me super stickers, super chats, and I appreciate you can send a quarter, and I'm gonna be just as grateful if you send me $1,000, $20,000. I'm gonna be just as grateful. There is nothing too big or too small, not at all. When I get Cash App donations and stuff like that, I never say the number because that's not what matters. What matters is that a person thought enough of me to send something to me. I don't care how big or small. I don't care. I'm just as grateful. And my supporters will tell you that. Like, yes, Sean, if I done send him $10 and he'd be over there shouting like I sent them 5,000. And there's been people that said I've sent Sean $1,000, and he's just as happy. So yeah, I find that weird. Yeah. So him trying to make it seem like it took his sister for him to figure out who Joseph really was really annoys me. Because you can't look up Netta and not see all of the stuff that Netta done. So I don't like it, and it's not true. You are lying, Rel. You are not telling the truth.
The same person. They can send that shit to Charles. They ain't gotta send that shit to me. You know what I'm saying? So it was more the baggage that came with battling and this and the fourth. Even though that comment you said what you said.
You contradict yourself because you was telling me don't let these people give you your head.
Right, but on the same token, I let the people but I didn't understand why everybody was on your ass until I saw that.
You did understand. Just like everybody was saying in the clips and all that other stuff, you are portraying yourself acting like that you never heard about the black women thing. Everybody has heard it.
Right, I had that you didn't like.
Right. Everybody, you did know what was up. Stop trying to make it seem like you were so oblivious. I don't like that. I fight those type of people. That's the quickest way with you and me for me to put my hands on you. Like if you playing in my face, like I just don't like that. I would rather just be honest so we can move on instead of prolonging the situation by lying. And then you're making Netta be the victim at this point. Not with black women, but with you. You making her look good, him look good. Because you did know what was up. And now you're trying to make it seem like you have such this problem with something that you could have once seen prior. You didn't care. And he's about to tell y'all that he didn't care what Netta said about black women. Right here, listen.
I heard that you didn't like black women. I didn't know that you wanted to.
So imagine knowingly linking up with somebody that you know don't like black women, and your audience is predominantly black women. And then when those black women start saying something about you dealing with this individual, now that you done collected the money that you needed to collect from these individuals and more, and ones that was more so dealing with Netta, now that you done pulled in some of Netta's supporters and all that and whatnot, putting money in your pocket and whatnot, now that you're done with the Netta, you see all this stuff. Now you see it all. Although I knew you didn't like black women, then why? I'm not knowingly linking up with nobody that don't like my fucking people. If not for black women, I would not be in existence. There would be no me. If people like me, that look like me, if we don't protect black women, they'll never be protected. You're weirdo. That doesn't make any sense. So you knowingly work with someone that goes against the people that you are in protection of. It's fine to argue with black women. It's fine. It's natural. People don't get along, whatever. Whether it's coworkers, being at school, you're going to disagree with people. But it doesn't mean that you don't care about people. Me having a disagreement with you don't mean that I don't care about a race. No, that's just you. Me and you have a problem. I don't like you. It don't mean that if I see an injustice going on or something happening to somebody else that look like you, that I'm not going to do anything about it. That's weird. To say because you got into an argument with a black woman, you don't care about black women either. No, when you blanket them. If one person did something to you and they just so happened to be black and just so happened to be a woman, that's your issue with that person, not a race. That's why you don't blanket. I don't go for it. I'm not Charles or Netta going forward talking about this is a PSA to all of the black African women. You're blanketing. Now you're saying this you group of people. This is for you motherfuckers. For this group, although a lot of people in this group have done nothing to me, you're in it too. I don't want to be you. I would rather be a white woman. Compare me to somebody white. At least they're more smarter. At least they know how to mind their business. I've never denounced my people and put another race on a pedestal. Ever. I'm always going to ride for my people. Always. Good, bad, or indifferent. Even if they hate me, I'm still going to ride for them. I don't care. It could be 50,000 black women approaching me right now, and I'm still going to defend them. Any injustice I see, I'm still going to protect them. I'm still going to do that. Like, that's not going to take it away. But no matter how many I've argued with, will argue with, I don't care nothing about none of that. Oh, well. I argue with my siblings. We still siblings. I don't denounce them. You say, are you related to the person? I say, yes. Mad or indifferent. If I'm angry with them, they're still my brother. Yeah, I may be mad at them, but I still love them. They're still my brother. So it's the same thing with black people. Yeah, we may argue with us. Yeah, we part of black sectors and stuff like that. So yeah, we're kind of caged in together. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of bickering between us. But it don't mean that we don't with each other, that we don't ride with each other. And you see it every day on YouTube. But people don't like to talk about that. When there's injustices that are happening to Black people, you have a lot of Black content creators that are live, bringing awareness to it, and different creators, and ones of different races and nationalities too. It's not just Black people. We have situations like Shanquella and stuff like that. You have everyone's getting together, to collectively come and talk about this. But more so in the Black community, these are huge topics. Kanika Jenkins and on and so forth. So when they see us working together, because that's still us working together, the common bond is to figure out what bad happened to this person and figure out how to find them justice. Little children missing and stuff like that, trying to find them and figure out who took them. And we are still bonded within that moment. We may not be collectively all on one panel, but we might as well be. We might as well. And we do it with all topics. You'll see 50 creators live talking about a hot topic. They're not talking about each other. We're not coming for each other. We all might maybe live talking about Tamar, Braxton and all of that stuff, but we ain't coming at each other, right? But let's not pay attention to that. Let's just pay attention to when they beefing. Mm-hmm. Let's just pay attention when they got a problem with one another. Let's put a magnifying glass over that, put a flashlight over that. But when they're getting along, let's ignore it. When they're letting people be, let's ignore it. Stormisha, I used to chase him down the street, and I still can and will, if need be. But see, when I'm quiet and I'm not saying anything about that girl, don't nobody say nothing. They're oblivious. I used to beef with plenty of people over here. Some of the bigger beefs were like Tasha K and stuff like that. When Tasha K and I make up, nobody wants to talk about that. Tasha K and I have a long relationship with each other, partner with each other, all that. Don't nobody want to talk about that. But let me put on my title right now, Tasha K. Let me put on my title right now, Tasha K got me up. Those same people that will come in here and say, stop talking about Tasha, they're going to be lined up. Lined up. I put up a scheduled show. I have 200-300 people here waiting for me to hear what I'm about to say about Tasha. Just to say, he's attacking women. But y'all are the biggest supporters of it. See, when we own our hot gossip and talk about celebrity topics, a lot of people don't want to pay attention to that. We're not necessarily getting the views that we deserve as content creators doing it and being entertaining and making you pay attention to us and holding said attention. It's not easy having shows for hours and keeping a person's attention while you're doing it when there's so many other people talking about what you're talking about. What makes you stand out from them? Why shouldn't I just leave you right now and go listen to them? Because they're talking about the same thing. Standing out, it's not easy. This is why it's a lot of fighting, because people are so worried about other people's spots. So it's the same thing here. Rel always wanted to use Netta. How does that make you any better than Netta that tried to use Black people to get what he wanted but didn't like them the whole time? Didn't you just try to use Netta to get what you wanted but didn't like Netta the whole time? What makes you any different? What makes you any different? How can you stand for these same people, women, children, all of that, against the same individual if you knew what you needed to know prior to dealing with them? You knew he had an issue. You just said out of your own mouth, Rel, that you just thought that he didn't like Black women. Then what the fuck do y'all have to talk about if that's your audience? You're not sitting over there with a whole bunch of Latins. You're not sitting over there with a whole bunch of Caucasians. You're not. That's not your audience. So of course they're going to take offense to it. It's like you partnering with Trump, or something like that. There's going to be a lot of people in your audience that's going to take offense to Trump being on your panel. Everybody's not going to like that. But you don't mean that Trump don't got his own supporters and some avid that will come over here and support you now because you are dealing with him. So you can't say, I heard that Trump didn't like Black people, but I didn't know that he was supporting lynching them, that he was supporting bringing the D penalty for teenagers with the Central Park kids. I didn't know that. Well, people were trying to tell you, and it's nothing to find. It's not hard to find it. You're ignoring it, and you're choosing to because you're more so worried about what you're about to get out of this. So I don't agree with that. I don't agree with him using Netta. I don't like Netta, but I'm not about to go over there and use him. I'm not about to be telling y'all all this stuff about him and then I'm over there legitly trying to create a friendship or bond with him and become business partners. No, no, that's just not happening because I'm not a fraud. So to me, that's why I said, "Rel, this is very fraudy. Like you're a fraud for this. You knew he didn't like black women, and you still supported him. So I don't blame Joe right here on the phone with him saying like, yeah, you knew everything you needed to know. Listen to Joe, and you know that Joe's telling the truth because Rel says out of his own mouth, I just thought that you didn't like black women.
You did understand. Just like everybody was saying in the clips and all that other stuff, you are portraying yourself acting like that you never heard about the black women thing. Everybody has heard it.
Right. I heard that you didn't like black women. I didn't know that you wanted to say this and the fourth. I just thought you didn't like them.
I've never not just liked black women.
No, it said I've seen a comment. Yeah, I seen a comment where you said something in the post where you prefer Caucasians over or something like that. But I never seen when you was talking about anything about.
So you heard him say that he would prefer to be a white woman. Don't compare me to black women. I don't try to be anybody trying to be a black woman. And so you knew all that. So all of that was fine. That he don't like black women. Don't compare him to black women. That he want to be a white. Yes, that is true. Joe did say that. Like he. So he said, I can play it right now. But and Rel knew that. So don't try to make it seem that's enough. He gotta say something about wanting to unalive babies for you. Are you okay? He has to say that he wants to take out a child in order for you to feel that he is an inappropriate person. Is that what that word? It shouldn't take all that. You knew enough. That clip alone, that's really all you needed. You didn't even have to go look at it because that's enough for me. That when I saw him say that, a rap. Oh yeah, you got me. And he didn't have you. You said that was fine. It's fine how it is. Crazy work.
And wishing this and all of that on people.
And you still have not seen it.
I have. They sent it to me. I can send you the clip.
When I said I'm gonna kill somebody.
No, you wish somebody, DIE. I've seen the clip. I've seen the clip. Oh my mom, I've seen the clip.
I said, y'all are sitting on here talking about my handicapped nephew.
No.
Now listen to Joe. Listen to Joe. Listen.
A clip. It got
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I said, y'all are sitting here talking about my handicapped nephew and all that other stuff. My nephew don't have nothing to do. He can't even defend himself. I said, so all of y'all out here that's talking about my nephew, this is what I said. All of y'all that's out here talking about my nephew, I hope y'all have some deceased babies. That's what I said. Oh, that's what I said.
I'm watching the.
So Joe admits that he wished people's children would perish, that they would die. Okay? Now, no one was specifically speaking ill on his nephew. Joe uses that as an excuse to try to make it seem like it was tit for tat. Because if one person said that, then Joseph should have been responding to one person. He said that to everybody that was there. Everybody that was there. Why? Because they were all black. So he wished that all of their black babies perish. That was his wish. He wanted everybody that was there talking. Because some people may go low and say something about Joseph's nephew. But that's not the case. He uses that as an excuse to say, I said that because you don't have any children. You don't. Speaking of your nephew, or even putting your nephew on camera, because he has had little children on camera before, no one speaks ill of the children. Nobody but me. I have videos. I have them. And the chat is in the videos. When Joseph was big and gross and bat-shaped outside, okay, when a refrigerator slid inside of that little jacuzzi, inside that dog bath, that they have set up in the back of that trailer, and those children were there, and it's basically like, when Netta came out there in that gross swimsuit, because his balls all off in his drawers, because he keep on to put balls and panties, and went out there and Greer went on the when got in the jacuzzi. Nobody was talking about the children in the chat. Nobody said anything about the man ugly. The most people said it's like the kids were cute, or whose kids are those? That's it. Was nobody saying nothing negative about those children. So that is a lie. And it's the same thing that night. Now, maybe one person may have said something smart, maybe. Because sometimes you miss a message. And people like, and I can't, girl, I can't read like this. You know, he can multitask. He could be over here in the chat, and I'm a girl, and still looking at y'all. Say, we can't, girl, we can't do all this, girl. So he may have seen it. Just may. We can't do all that. You cheating with the eyes. And I'm a girl. We can't look everywhere at once. He can. So he probably did see a comment. Maybe. It's possible. But he making it seem like a whole chat was sitting over there talking about a handicapped child. You are lying. You are a liar. You're not telling the truth. Don't do that. It's stupid. Don't do it. Ooh, it's fine. Okay, we have to get over the coffee. Oh, we might have to finish this up tomorrow. Y'all want me to come back live in the morning and finish this? Because I have to do coffee. I didn't do coffee yesterday. I have to do it today. I have to stay consistent. And I must do coffee. And I know my people are waiting for me. He is the handicapped child. I cannot. Okay, because we're about to go live on coffee in like 20 minutes. And I need to give people time to get over there. So I can go live again in the morning and finish this live. And I'll just add more topics. So we'll just throw this in, start with this, and then keep going. What is coffee? How do I join? It is on Discord. I will put the link on the community wall right now. The mods also put it in the chat. It's an after show that we do over on Discord, and it's a really good time. So come and join us. The show's going to be really good tonight. With the receipts that I got, girl, we're about to have a lot of fun. It's KOFI. Coffee is a YouTube We Don't Give Up News. So there's things that's going on over here on YouTube and other places, and they don't make our desk for us to go live and talk about them on YouTube. They're more so of dented cans. And we talk about dented cans and recyclables over there. You know, we come over here to take out the trash. So, your hair flip. So, it's just a bunch of basic chiz that can never make our docket over here on YouTube, where there's 150K plus. They don't get that type of tease, not at all. They're small, so we keep it small. So, we go over to a very intimate area. You know, it's a decent amount of us. We're all core people. Everybody know each other type of situation. And was it Brian Reed? Yeah, you never know. What's the group name? It's called Coffee. Is what we call it Coffee Discord. Is where we do our lives. I record them, and we there's a playback feature to where you can play back and listen to them. So yeah, come over and join us. It is $3.99. It's only $4 a month. To join our little club. Okay, the unchuckables and the plastics. Okay, love you guys. Yes, Rose said, please come over there on mute. She said, please go over there on mute. Okay, we just want to hear Sean, nothing else. And my girl. So I love y'all. We will be live over there in about 20 minutes. I'm gonna give y'all a chance to get over there. I'm gonna put up a post on my community wall right now with the link. If y'all want to come over and my girl with y'all $4 and join us, guys. We take all payments except Zelle. But everything else, pretty much. We love you guys. So I will see y'all over there. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Thank you, everybody, for the super stickers. And thank you, everybody, for liking the video and subscribing if you have not already. I love y'all so much. And I will be seeing y'all tomorrow morning. We'll come over here and do hot topics, okay? Until then, bye.